Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So in this video I will show how can we build a project. Basically this is a app of my organization and this is the GitHub account of my organization, which contains numerous number of open source projects which one can clone and contribute easily. So I have picked an app called Threshold Management over here. We can find the process for building this app in the Readme portion. The first way for Readme can be found here. It will contain all the steps for contributions building notes and for user building notes. As we will scroll down, we will find a Readme file over here also. The first will be the prerequisite that we require ionic-CLI for building this app. If you don't have ionic-CLI, you can install via this link. It has provided the full process for installing an Ionic app. After that, we will see how we can build an app as a user, and then we will see how we can build an app using contributors. So first, for users, we will follow the link and we will be navigated to this release. I will download the source code. I will go in my download portion. Then I will extract it over here only and will open this project in a terminal. The next will be we will be downloading the dependencies using Npmi. So what I have done, I have opened this project in terminal and I have run the code Npmi for downloading the dependencies. After this, I will open this in a VS Code. Next will be creating a .env file and adding the base URL through which we want to connect the app. So this is the project folders and this is the readme file over here also. This is the .env.example file that we can use to create our .env file. I will simply copy this matter and I will create a new file called .env in the root of my project and will add the base URL in that. Basically, this file contains some variables for internationalization, view size, and job frequencies, and also some enum IDs that I have used. I will add my base URL to which I want to connect my project. Just save this file and run ionic-serve. For running any Ionic project in browser, we will use ionic-serve. So as we can see, my project is running completely fine. This is the first way of building the app as a user. The next I will be showing is how can we build an app as a contributor. If we want to do any contribution, that how we can contribute in an open source Ionic project. of HotWax. So it will be same. Just we have to do is we have to clone the GitHub repo. So I have opened the terminal. Then what I will do is I will simply go in the remote repository of the app. Just scroll above and you will find the remote repository of the app. I will fork this. As I already have this fork, so it will show me this message, and I will copy this code and I will clone this code using the git clone command in my terminal. So over here, git clone command will clone the repository of threshold management in my app. The first way was to download the code. The another process will be using the git clone command. We will follow the same process, like we will download the dependencies, then we will create the .env file using the reference of .env.example, then I will add the base URL, and at last I will be running the app in the browser using ionic-sdk command. The contribution guidelines are also given in the browser, in the page that contains the building notes. So one can visit over there and see what are the best practices and contribution guideline to contribute in an open source HotWax project. So this is the same. I will be copy pasting this in the .env file. And we'll be adding the base URL. Base URL is basically the instance to which we connect to the app. Just save and run this in the browser using the ionic-sdk command. We can run this project in a way we want, and so this brings up to the wrapping of our video. In this way we can build a HotWax app